Today's a pull-up workout. I'm going to take you along with me and give you some of my best pull-up and weighted pull-up tips to help you be successful too. Let's go get it. Alright, my first tip is to make sure that you are properly warmed up. So this is starting with a general upper body warm-up to get loose, get the joints ready, and then from there transitioning into specific pull-up related warm-ups. So for me, that'll be scapula pull-ups or TRX rows, and then going into something like lighter body weight pull-ups or even weighted pull-ups with a lighter weight. And remember too, the most important thing is to not to strain yourself in this warm-up. For me, I'm going to be doing 115 pounds for 5 sets for 5 reps. So I'm doing 45 and 90 pounds in my warm-up. I'm only doing 6 reps on 45 pounds and 3 reps on 90. The goal here is to just get adjusted to weight and not to tire yourself out. Second tip is make sure you grip the bar hard, especially if you're doing one of your heavier weights or you're doing a pull-up variation for the first time. A lot of times people aren't engaging all 5 of their fingers and pushing their palms into the bar, so make sure you're focusing on that strong, powerful grip, especially at very heavy weights. Tip 3 is make sure you are pushing your shoulders down to actually squeeze and activate your back. I like to do this right when I'm initiating the pull to get kind of that like coming out of the water splash to pull myself up. So remember, it is a back exercise, so make sure your back is engaged. Tip number 4, make sure that you're being efficient as possible while still keeping good form. You'll notice that for my sets of 5, I am going all the way down, but I'm trying to bounce at the bottom so that way I can efficiently get back up to the top. You want to make sure you get your chin above the bar, and then you go down and have your arms as straight as possible, and then snap back up. You'll notice that after 3, I need to kind of reset because the body is starting to wave a little bit. When that's the case, then that's when you can kind of take that pause and then wait for the momentum to come back in, and then you go for the next rep. You'll notice as the video goes on that it's a lot harder for me to keep making these tips because I'm pushing myself, so make sure you're pushing yourself too. That's a bonus tip. Tip number 5 is to make sure that you are programming correctly. Put your hardest stuff at the front and put your easier stuff that you can make hard near the end. So an example of this is today, I'm doing my 5x5 with 115 pounds, and then I'll move into 90 pound weighted pull-ups after and try to go for somewhere in the 6 to 8 rep range. Now notice that earlier I was doing 90 pounds with only like 3 reps to warm up, but now I'm able to send it because I've already done the hardest part. So now it's just trying to get as many reps as possible to actually build that strength. So be smart, put the hardest stuff first, but the easier stuff after. Also, I definitely recommend sticking to your plan unless you're feeling good, in which case go for a bonus rep on your last set. So like today, for example, on the 5th set of my 5x5, felt like I had a little bit extra, so got a partial 6th rep, which felt pretty good, and I'll use those gains going into next week. Last tip is to make sure that you're taking the appropriate amount of rest. If you're trying to get power and you're doing a high amount of reps, then definitely take a little bit more rest in between your sets so you can recover up for the next ones. For this example, would be like my 5x5. I'm doing 3 minutes rest in between so I can recover for my next set. But if I'm training a skill, like my 1-arm pull-up, then I might go for a shorter amount of rest to train the skill as long as I'm maintaining a low amount of reps there. So try to figure out that best amount of rest, and don't try to be the person that goes up, fails 1 rep, and then tries to go back up 20 seconds later. If you're not recovered, take some extra time. Hopefully these tips helped you. Let me know in the comments down below which tip is going to help you the most. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and like the video if you enjoyed it. Have a good one, everyone. Oh man, I still gotta finish the rest of my workout. Crap.